Welcome back to episode number 12. Today we are gonna see if I can figure out how to make that mob farm I was talking about. Um, I'm not 100% sure that I know how to do it, but we'll figure it out together. Because we want plenty of these guys here. The gunpowder at least. And I wanted to see if I can somehow manage to hide it in this mountain. Um, but yeah. So let's go back to base. But before we do that, as always, I need to change that inventory button. I will be very happy when that updates. And I don't have to keep messing with that every single time I launch the game. Well, let's go see. I have a rough idea of the materials I need, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I've made mob farms in the past, but I don't necessarily remember all the details. And I don't know what's gonna be super efficient, and I don't know if it still works in alpha, you know? Uh, but I think it will. I think mob farms haven't. I mean, they've definitely gotten very fancy. I just don't know if it is that fancy. You know what I mean? Probably not, but whatever. We'll figure something out. I need a second bucket, so I'll be able to make infinite source. Want to make plenty of torches. Couple extra pickaxes because we're going to be doing quite a bit of mining to, hollow out the inside of that mountain. And I mean, we should just keep the iron on me at this point. But yeah, let's go collect that water. Let's go back up to that top of the mountain and kind of roughly maybe plan out where it's going to be the best we can. That one leaf block, I think, is just going to burn forever. But one thing I should be certain of, so yeah, it is still 8 blocks. Had a moment right there where I was second guessing myself of how far water flowed. Because I'm pretty sure lava flow distance changed at some point. I know that was one thing that already got updated in the nether at least, that flowed further in the nether, but I didn't know about water and if that ever changed. But I think that's always just 8 blocks. I'm gonna go hang out inside of this cloud, I guess. Okay, but so it needs to be 18 blocks wide. That sound about right? Does to me. So we want it kind of hidden a little ways in, so it'd be like here-ish. I mean, maybe I can go further in because this mountain does a little bit further back. I don't know, let's try to just map out 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 1, 2. Okay. So that would just be the rough square of the room. I think that's fine. The only thing, like, I realized when I was at my base and kind of concerned about when I was looking at this is it does kind of like dip in, but I think we have plenty of room where we can actually push back this direction if needed. At least I hope so. Yeah, it definitely looks like it. So, I mean, we can come a couple more blocks this way and it's not that big of a deal. Now, I mean, this would be essentially our center 2 blocks where I'd want to make kind of the entrance and then the pickup area. I'd like it to be a little further this direction if we can, a little bit further away from the portal. So actually, where I have the edge of this here, if these were the center 2 blocks, that would be better. Okay. Give me my torches back. But I think roughly that's fine. So if these are center 2 blocks, let's... Give me the torches. Okay. Let's do that, and this is my 4 block essentially the center. But then the question is like, where height-wise do I put like the first room and level? So I think, because it kind of sucks actually having the center this far out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, what am I doing? This is the center. It's not that far out. It's only 8 blocks from there. Losing my mind. Alright. And I didn't even do it in the correct row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you were the ceiling down 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks down, 5 blocks down from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Man, oh, it should work. So if I take... essentially keep this as my top block. 1, 2, 3. Well, I already lost count somehow. Fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's just the roof there. I'm gonna just seal this up for the moment. Very dark. Okay. And then... I don't fully need that. So if this was essentially the start, this is the center drop down, and then I go 8 out from here in each direction. Yeah, I hope what I'm doing here is going to work. I'm honestly not 100% certain about everything. Well, that's perfectly to where that grass is. And yep, that is proper distance there. So we somehow calculated the right number. We'll see if that works this way as well. Now hopefully all the spawn mechanics and things are gonna end up working how I want them to. What am I doing? I'm spinning way too fast. Basically, this is going to turn into a giant mining video, just clearing this space out here. Okay. 3, 6, 7. Why do I keep mining at 7 and then just stopping? Okay. And then one more side. Let's go with the 8 blocks. And hopefully this works out very well, and I can get all gunpowder I want, even if it takes a little bit of time to AFK at it. How many was that? 3, 6, 7, 8. Well, that's not perfect, but that's okay. Slight miscalculation on this side, but we'll survive. We'll make it work. Okay, now we just gotta clear out this giant room. Man, I should have thought of a story or something to at least be talking about while I'm doing this. I did not think that far ahead and really prepare myself. I just kind of jumped into this, wanted to start doing it, and was hoping for the best, so I apologize for that, and, you know, I know this won't be the most entertaining thing anyways, but as I've said in the past, I don't necessarily do this for it being entertaining, mostly just do it so I have a record of what I'm doing, something I can look back on and something for my friends. But I suppose something I can talk about is something I just actually watched the first episode of today. It was a TV show that I just randomly had pop up and was recommended to me. I can't think of the exact name. Akame Game, The Last Key. Watch the first episode of that. It's a very strange show. I believe it's like a Korean show. That's weird, and I recommend... I don't know. I recommend it to one of my friends, specifically Jake, if he's out there watching, because I know he really liked... Oh, now I can't think of that. There's a Netflix show that's pretty popular, where essentially a bunch of people get transported, not necessarily to another world, but the world kind of just loses everybody. And they gotta collect all the cards to escape the world. What is Alice in Borderland. There we go. That show. Kind of similar idea to that. Just these 99 demon keys, and, you know, you play against someone else that has a key in whatever the demon devil guy decides he wants you to play. And you get to wager something. Yeah, when you play the game, you get to wager, and one person gets to have a special power as well based on their key. But I found it interesting. Don't want to spoil anything if anyone actually wants to watch it. I think this also needs to be 3 high. Maybe it could be 2 high, but aren't certain mobs technically, like, more than 2 blocks tall? I could be wrong, but I'm gonna make it 3 high. At least for, like, spawning purposes, are they considered more than 2 tall? I know, like, in the future you can make creeper farms and use, like, trapdoors so only creepers spawn, because they're technically less than 2 blocks. Well, actually, doesn't that just completely blow up what I'm talking about needing this 3 blocks tall because you use trapdoors to make it so nothing else spawns in a 2 block high? Okay, well, ignore me. At least I answered my own question. Don't need this to be 3 blocks tall, but we've already started, so I'm going to keep it 3 blocks tall. Yeah, those shows are very interesting. I love little interesting, like, game shows like that, I suppose you could call it, or death games. What am I thinking of? Like, Alice in Borderland was great. That show, you know, watched the first episode, that was pretty cool. I'm trying to think if there's any other shows like that that I've watched recently that I can think of, and nothing at the moment's coming to mind, but I know I've watched some in the past, and they're always a great time. So if anyone has any recommendations anymore that I may or may not have seen at this point, I'd like to check them out. And I know there's like movies and stuff too sometimes that are like that. But that's something I'm gonna continue watching for sure. I just kind of woke up this morning and was scrolling on my phone and looking for something to watch in the morning, and that was recommended to me. So I basically just sat there and fully watched that first episode. And now I plan to watch more, but I also wanted to make an episode for everyone out there. And then yeah, I also think I need to dig the channels too deep, so technically each of these layers is going to be 5 tall. I also should figure out where like the entrances that I want to make for the actual collection area and how many layers I'm going to be able to properly do, or if I should essentially just make steps down to the collection area so I can have more layers available for more things to spawn. I know I'm also having to go around this whole mountain and light it up, and also try to do a little more caving and see if I can find more caves to light up. I think I only have 1 piece of gravel. I'm like, I think there's a way you can kind of be a little cheaty back in the day with gravel if you like crouch next to or like partially in the block and then drop 2 gravel on yourself. I think you can like X right through the block. I know there's a way to do that with a piston and glowstone back in the day as well. I don't know if those 2 methods are still, well, I should say available yet. I remember just seeing videos on those and abusing them sometimes. But I know for the gravel thing I'm thinking about, I need gravity blocks. Well, it sounds like we have plenty of zombies above us, so we'll have plenty of those in the mob farm at least, once we get this area lit up. My goal is essentially I just want to make 1 layer, see if the 1 layer works, and then build more layers. So that's the goal of this video, is try to get 1 layer done, as long as it doesn't take me a ridiculous amount of time. Because I don't like editing. And that's not my plan really with any of this. Is the only thing I'm really going to edit out is when I decide to AFK at this farm to collect the gunpowder. Because I want to just have record of all of it. Like I said, it's not the most entertaining thing in the world. And I don't expect it to be, but it's what I want to do. What else have I been watching recently? Started watching Bleach. I've watched, I was gonna say, I've watched anime, but it's really funny. I've never seen, like, all of the really big anime. Like, I have seen all of, like, Dragon Ball Z, Super, Kai, all of that. I've watched all of the original Naruto series, watched some of Shippuden, kind of making my way through that. On the side here and there, I've got, I just finished in that series, like the Hidan and Kakazu fight. But then yeah, for Bleach, I'm only like 10 episodes in. I've really just started that recently. That's interesting so far. I mainly just have wanted to pick that up because it seems very interesting with the like Soul Society, and once they start getting different, that's gonna be interesting to figure out here. I guess I did not think of that when I dug out to the sides over there. I didn't actually. When I was measuring up there, I didn't actually. I measured out, but then I didn't look sideways and stuff. Oh, we'll just have to terraform some of the mountain. At least it's daytime. What was I saying? Yeah, when something about Bleach. When the Soul Society and they started getting different actual like hollow abilities, like I don't even really know what I'm talking about because I've only seen clips of certain fights and things. It just seems more interesting. And I know people always talk about, like, I think his name's Aizen and how he's an interesting villain. Yeah. Finally checking out Bleach. You know, I've watched like 2 episodes of One Piece. Eventually I plan to watch that, but, you know, it's one of those very, very large undertakings. Make it look a little more natural. Okay. Alright, we won't worry about that. That was some timing. Yeah, I'm liking Bleach so far. But I don't know what it is about Naruto. Like, I like the series and stuff, but I find it very hard to continue watching it or like binge watching it like I did with Dragon Ball and certain other animes that I can just, you know, start watching them and just sit and completely watch it all. Hey, buddy. You did make your way in here. But I just can't. It's like, for me to watch Naruto, I need to watch like 2 episodes like a week basically, and that's like it. Not even that much. It's like, I'll be like, you know what, I should watch some more Naruto, and I'll watch like an episode or 2, and then I'll go several weeks or like months without watching any more episodes, and I don't know why. I just cannot get behind it. I can't get stuck with it. And sucks is one of my one of my friends loves that series, and I think he's watched it through multiple times, and I don't know what it is. Like, one of my favorite animes of all time is Hunter x Hunter. I've watched that through, I think, 3 times, and partially once with my wife, but she never likes to fully watch things, so we stop all the time. More pickaxes. I'm running out of inventory space very quickly. But man, I love Hunter x Hunter, and I wish that series would get finished. I mean, it technically is finished, but I know there's more chapters and more story that, at this current moment, is being worked on. Like, I believe the chapters for the trip to the Dark Continent are being written. I just don't know if and when it'll ever actually be animated. Okay, yeah, definitely screwed up this measurement and should have taken a look at the sides, but we'll terraform the mountain. We'll make it look good again. Just not right now. We'll block it up for now. Okay. So this is basically just that first spawning area. Well, I gotta dig out these channels still. And I should leave one of these, like, ends partially not done, so I can make the infinite water source. Do that here. And do something like that. Are trapdoors in the game? Am I supposed to do trapdoors? I don't think they are. I think mobs will either just walk off because of their poor pathing capabilities at this point, or something. What was I trying to say? Or they'll push each other. That's what I was thinking. Now, break that infinite source there. Break these. Poor inventory. Oh, well, I should have waited a second to throw that. Okay. Also, how far do mobs need to fall? Are they gonna fall far enough? Oh, things I didn't really think of. It's fine. We'll make everything work out somehow. I should have just checked the height outside as well of where everything's at. I know it's like roughly 70. Not 100% sure though. What I should also do when my pickaxe breaks. There we go. Get out of here, gravel. What blocks are these? 159, 192, and 193. Should write those down, but I'm not going to. We'll make... Interesting, I can't pick the water up while I'm inside of it. Whatever, we can still climb. Slowly. Just wanted to make sure the water was going to fix itself. Let's go out here. And head back to base. Hello, creepers. Whoa! Was there another creeper I just didn't see? What happened there? What was that? Oh man, that's half a heart, baby. Not even close. Okay. That's one of those things that... Was there 4? How many creepers were there? I saw 3. When the first one exploded, it didn't kill the one, but it moved it to the side and blew up? I'm gonna have to watch that back, because I do not know what happened there. Wow. Okay. I like broke some of my armor, lost my helmet. Okay, anyways, what is this rough height? Yeah, like 70-ish. That's what I was thinking. Because this water height? 64? Is that an accurate number for this version and always? I don't know. I think it's 64. At least in the current version. Is it 68 now? I don't know. But plenty of cobblestone, which I'm happy about. Let's put this stuff all away. Clear out my inventory just a little bit. Okay, what are we doing? We're gonna go check the height. We're gonna... Food. Okay. Let's go check this rough height. It was 192, 193. What are the 2 blocks? And 159. So 92, 193. So this is where the entrance should be. Which is pretty much where I wanted it. Good enough. And then we need to mine to 159, and then... Okay, so it's 75 over here. Not as low as I was hoping. As I said, we can always just essentially turn this into a staircase down and add more layers, because I don't know if that fall is actually going to be enough to kill anything. Because isn't it like 22 or 23 blocks to kill mobs in future versions? And here's a spider above me. I don't know if that's on the hillside or if there's like a cave. Oh, gravel. Okay, we're almost there. Because 159 was this back corner block. So these two blocks should be... Oh, just perfect. Okay. Now things should fall down here. I'm going to dig a pit, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up there. I'm going to knock out the torches. I'll go try to place some torches up on the hill. Actually, no, we're going to go up to the hill anyways. And place torches. It's a good and bad thing it's nighttime. Good because I can see where it's dark. Bad because, yeah. Oh, spiders are fast. Oh, I'm dead. I suck. Oh, wow. Didn't even actually get a swing off on the zombie or the spider. Okay, well, maybe I shouldn't do this at nighttime. It's gonna be a longer episode, but that's okay. Walk of shame, yet again. Small little beacon towards home. The leaf that'll forever burn. I wonder if that will burn in a future version. And how long that'll take. Or if the fire will just get extinguished when I update at some point. Okay. Where did I die? Find the torch path. That's where I died. More or less looks like everything. Run around while getting shot at and throw some more torches down. Try to light up while we can. Where's my sword? There we go. I know it's not absolutely perfect. I don't expect it to be for the moment, but try to make it just a little better for the testing purposes. Because if I can get just one thing to spawn and fall down, then we know it's somewhat working. Creeper still following me? Yep. Oh, skeleton. Come get some. Creeper, you're really persistent. Okay, and now you have a friend over here. Alright, that one got stuck. Ooh. Make it in. Alright. Let's grab these torches out of here. Nope, that's not where I wanted that to go. We'll get those back later. Okay. Now it's completely dark in here. We have small chance of things to spawn in here. At least there's a chance. Hey, I was just gonna ask where you were at. I hear other things too. My sword's gonna break. That's alright. We have a bow and we have some arrows. We block that up. Throw some more torches down. And the other thing I just thought of is spawn distance. Is there a vertical spawn distance? Am I going to be too far away? I don't think so. Man. You took more arrows than I thought you were going to. Okay. Well, hopefully we get something to spawn there. I know at nighttime the chance is going to be very low. I'm going to make my way down there for daytime. And hope something spawns and falls in that pit. Oh, come on, skeleton, leave me alone. I know that there's another skeleton up here, and we got a zombie. Oh, boy. Oh, you're in here. Okay, 1 second, please. Well, this isn't good. Lock that up. What am I doing? I have the power. We have the technology. Okay. Well, we're just gonna block that up for now. And I'm gonna stand at the end of this tunnel and see if something spawns and falls down here. And I will either be back with good news or some not good news. I will see you when I'm back. Well, some of you may have expected this. Sat here for about 15 minutes. Don't have anything. So, not 100% sure what I did wrong. But we'll try to figure it out next time. If you have any ideas or anything, I'm sure someone has, perfect answers and everything. But any recommendations, anything, if you want, throw them in the comments. I'll check it out. Or I'll just keep trying to figure it out on my own. But as always, thank you beautiful people for watching. And if I don't catch you, goodbye forever.